You never want a serious crisis to go to waste.
The way we're going to win over the long term is not just militarily. We've got to win over hearts and minds. And what that means is we've got to invest in countries that have no educational infrastructure and have no means for young people to get ahead. We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
Stay tuned for politics and religion. Well, this comes to us today. A gay activist has been appointed to oversee public classroom safety. I've been trying to put the best possible interpretation on many of the activities and the actions of the new Obama administration, but this one seems to be the straw that has broken the camel's back. The founder of the homosexual activist group, GLSEN, which is an acronym for Gay, Lesbian, Straight Education Network, which promotes homosexual clubs in high schools, middle schools, and grade schools, is the driving force behind the annual Day of Silence celebration of homosexuality in many districts, has been handed a federal appointment where he will be responsible for overseeing safety in the nation's public schools. Now, that may not sound too bad until you get a little deeper and find out what he perceives as making schools safe to actually be. What he really believes is that we must re-educate all the students to make the schools safe for homosexual kids, for people who either have homosexual parents or for themselves. It is an indoctrination process, I promise you. Now, this man, Mr. Kevin Jennings, has been appointed over safety in the schools nationwide. Now, don't ask me why we need a national safety director. We didn't even have a national Department of Education until just before President Bush Sr. became the president. Now then, we have a total structure of education to oversee the education of all the people of the United States of America. It definitely is a state's function, always has been for the 200-year history of this nation. But all of a sudden, of course, the federal government has stolen this like they have stolen everything else. Now, Mr. Kevin Jennings worked previously to raise money for the presidential campaign for President Obama. Now he gets his reward. He's going to be over keeping all the schools safe for homosexual indoctrination. On Jennings' own website, a biographical sketch talks about how his work as an activist started when he used a school assembly in a district where he was a teacher to announce his homosexuality. Now, if you're looking forward to this man and his administration as being over school safety, here's the way he got his start. He's teaching at a school, and he decides to announce his homosexuality to the entire school. So he waits until a school assembly, and he publicly announced to all the kids, I am a homosexual. Is this happening? Someone wake me up, please, if this is a bad dream. Well, continuing on about what we can expect, we can expect the administration of Mr. Kevin Jennings to focus on silencing any conservative thought concerning homosexuality. I mean, this is an outrageous, in-your-face, take this, we don't care about your version of safety for kids. That's what this is really all about. This is the plan, apparently, of the Obama administration is to force all of us to believe that homosexuality is okay. It should be legitimatized. It should be totally normal, and we should have same-sex marriage across the board. That is apparently what you and I are facing now under this administration. Now, I know that Barack Obama said he was against same-sex marriage. But don't you believe it? Was he for or against Proposition 8 in California? Proposition 8 made same-sex marriage unconstitutional. Barack Obama, even though he says he is not for same-sex marriage, he campaigned against Proposition 8. Then, before Proposition 8 passed, there were about 18,000 same-sex marriages that took place. He sent a special letter of congratulations to all those that had just been married. Now, is he for same-sex marriage or against it when he congratulates it? It has to be answered.